Hi, I'm Charles Davis, veteran and author of The Adventures of Leo the Border Collie from PA. Ever since I was a kid, I've wanted to be a writer, and I've always wanted to do the whole Charles Schultz, Peanuts cartoons and Halloween specials and all that kind of stuff. Um, but it's lofty. Um, and one of the issues, if you ask certain members of my family, is that sometimes I post stuff that is political, and that's going to put people off. And to that, I've always answered that I don't care about political affiliations, but what I do care about is protecting women and children. And if I lose friends or family because I stand on that hill, then so be it. But in light of all the events that have recently happened, anyone who knows me um, intimately knows that I have been a nonviolent Buddhist for a very long time. I was raised Methodist, went to Sunday school, sang in the choir, church every Sunday, family breakfast after services every Sunday for quite a long time. As a matter of fact, at one point in the military, I would, and all my Army buddies that knew me would know that I wrote Strength and Honor, God and Country on my Kevlar. And when I was in the military for those 14 years and a couple different deployments that I did, I started noticing the corruption within religions in general, organized religions. And so I steered away from organized religion and I kept looking for an alternative. And when I got hurt and it ended my military career, I thought to myself, I'm living my life wrong. And so I made the decision to become a nonviolent Buddhist. Now, I've still lost my temper. I've still yelled at people. I've still impassionately debated with people. But I've never thrown a punch. And I've never so much as stepped on a spotted lanternfly like we should. Now, unrelated to that, because I believe he was Hindu, but there was a man who would speak his truth, was devout, talked about nonviolence, talked about how we need to battle oppression peacefully. And there's actually been several like that. With the one I was thinking of, who was also unalived by an assassin's bullet, was Gandhi. But there's been plenty of examples. MLK, and now Charlie Kirk. And I got to tell you, I've been wrestling over the last 3 days over what this all means to me, because I wasn't a huge fan of Charlie Kirk. Of course, I knew him, and I would see over the past years little sniglets here and there on TikTok or Facebook of him debating people very cordially, most of the time with a smile on his face, using words, as the left likes to say, use your words, to debate and try to understand his enemy, which is something that I've always told people to do too. Whenever I've been in a debate with somebody, I've always said, well, you know what? Put in just as much research into the facts and ideas of the people you hate as the people you love, and find yourself a middle ground. And Charlie always seemed to do that, though he stood very, very firmly on his faith, and it was inspiring. He was the peaceful attempt at trying to get people to unify, think, talk, debate, use their intellect to figure stuff out on their own. And I saw somebody else say something about how you guys just took out the only one who wanted to actually talk and was nice about things. And now how everybody's going to be like up in arms and very and it breaks my heart to see, but at some point too, spare the rod, spoil the child. We can't just talk anymore. We have to get people to realize that their votes and putting these people in positions of power so that they have the ability to influence other people makes them just as guilty as the people who are committing these atrocities. And I truly believe it to be true now. It's not Democrat Republican anymore in the United States. It's good versus evil. And I'm not afraid to say it. And like I said, if I lose customers, if I lose people who are no longer interested in my book or my book series, so be it. That's fine. I honestly, unlike a politician, do not like to take money from people that I disagree with wholeheartedly. And I disagree with wholeheartedly people using violence instead of their words, and people putting women and children in danger on a regular basis, and then chastising other people when they try to stand up, or unaliving other people when they try to stand up for what they believe in and for the protections they want to try to put in place to protect the same individuals that I was just talking about, women and children. So if I lose business, I don't care, but I'm telling you, I am now no longer a nonviolent Buddhist. Does that mean I'm radicalized? Absolutely not. But something that has happened to me over the last 3 days, debating this back and forth is that somebody so firmly in their belief that they would put their life on the line and lose their life over the simple fact of being able to debate, talk, and share ideas even with their enemy, and they still get unalived for it, has awoken my Christianity. And like I said, I'm not about to throw on a Kevlar with strength and honor, God and country written on it again, but I am going to start standing up for what Christian people believe, because of all the players in all these scenarios geopolitically, they're the only ones, mind you, since the Crusades, very dark era, that I've seen repeatedly writing music, talking to people, debating with people, trying to get humanity to wake up and start doing the right thing, and stop applauding and appealing to the circus. So yeah, we need unity, we need peace, but not the kind of unity that some of these radicalized left people would think. That's not the kind of unity we need. The kind of unity that we need is we need to stop giving these people an audience. We need to stop voting them into power. We need to basically ignore them like the screaming child in the corner of Walmart. And treat them like the isolated people they should be. There's no room in society to disagree with people and then turn around and inflict active violence on those people because you don't agree with what they say. It doesn't take away their right to say it. So I just wanted to say that, and like I said, if I lose business with the books, I don't care. But I really don't want those radicalized individuals sending me money or purchasing my books or trying to schedule me for events anyway, because I don't need your money. And you're a non-point to me anymore. So that's basically it. So, honey, daughter, I'm going to need my Bible back because Daddy's got work to do. But again, nonviolent work, but a little different than the Buddhist thing. I think we need to start standing up for and talking about what's right, what's proper, how we should be treating people, and it's not what's been going on the last 15 years. That's for sure. So that's all I have to say on that. I'm just letting you know I became a bigger Charlie Kirk fan after his assassination than I've ever been. Anyway, do good things, be good people, and love each other. Take care.